Alright, we'll try this again. Scott X1307 here, back, got fourth video I've done. This is the second time I've done this one. Battery was going dead and camera shut off halfway through the video, and I suck at editing, so just scrap that video, start over. New books I picked up here. These are from the past couple of weeks. Just picked them up recently, so we'll go ahead and get into these. Some good stuff come out recently. First, I picked up a comic from Dark Horse. This new series written by Greg Rucka. The artwork on the covers really interested me, and figured I'd go ahead and pick up the first two issues since they were out. This is Veil, issue number 1 and number 2. And so you see some great covers, and the artwork inside is exactly the same. Really neat coloring, kind of makes everything look like it's bathed in neon light. Really good noir feeling. And I don't know, this artist Tony Fazula. Haven't heard of him before, but really different art style, really good stuff. So I recommend picking this up if you haven't. This girl has got some really neat powers, and really interested to see backstory on her. Also picked up this indie title. It's from Blue Juice Comics, really small company. This is Tim Yates and Bonnie. Saw this in a couple of videos, and was surprised to see this at the comic book store, being such a small publisher, but they had it, went in and picked it up. Thought it was pretty cool. Some neat artwork, and the story is fairly intriguing. It's pretty interesting, how he's bringing about Anne Bonny in the comic books. And despite my girlfriend telling me it's Anne Bonnet, it's clearly spelled Bonnie, Anne Bonny. But it's pretty good. I recommend pick this up if you find it. It's really cool. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to find the next couple of issues to see where it goes. And I saw this on the rack. I believe this just came out, and I read the description. It was like described it as sci-fi samurai. So I thought, well, I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Seventh Sword from IDW. As you see here, the main character. He's like set in the future. He's like a samurai. Follows the Bushido code, but there are cyborgs and robots and spacecraft, things like that. And this issue is really good. I'm digging the art, and the story was pretty cool. So I'll try to pick up the next few issues. And I had picked up this issue from the comic book store, Sheltered number 8. I picked up number 1 from Midtown a couple weeks ago, and it was really good. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the newest issue. Now I got to find issues 2 through 7 so I can read this one. But issue 1 was pretty awesome. I can see why it's rumored to be picked up for a television show. I think it has the potential to make a really good show if it's done right. This issue here, a guy I work with, he picks up a lot of Marvel and DC titles. He picked this issue up for me, so I got to pay him back somehow. He wouldn't let me pay him for the issue, so I gotta find something to give him in return. This is Sinestro number 1. Not too big into the big 2 right now, but villain books are always interesting, and this is a great villain. So hopefully this will be good. Haven't read this yet. It's written by Colin Bunn, so I've heard a lot of good stuff about his stories. So interesting to read this. And then some books I ordered from Midtown. They were out at my shop. So I picked up Nightcrawler number 1, the Samney animal variant. Chris Claremont back to writing X-Men. Nightcrawler's back now, so I had to pick this up. Not the greatest thing ever, but I liked it. I'll definitely try to pick up the next couple of issues just to see how it goes. But just so excited to see Nightcrawler and Chris Claremont back that I had to get it. And this cover is freaking awesome. Look at that. Bait. Anyway. Here's the Shelter #1 I picked up. They had it for just over cover price. I think it was like $5, and then with their 15% off, it was only $4 and something. So went ahead and picked that up, and it was, like I said, it was really good. The art is pretty cool, and the story, the ending, it shocked the heck out of me. So definitely, if you can find a copy of that, pick it up. I decided to go ahead and pick up a new Image #1. This sounded interesting. I got one of the variant covers. They were all, 15% off cover price. This is a Shudder #1, and again, it's playing with the alternate reality kind of thing, which I'm into. So figured I'd pick this up, and it's kind of got a little bit of an Indiana Jones kind of feel, or a Tomb Raider. So this could be good. The artwork is really good, and I like this cover. But this seems like it could go somewhere, and I'll probably pick up the next few issues to see. And they still had this. Again, this was one they had for like $5. I had to pick this up. It's Afterlife with Archie #1, but this is the Andrew Pepoy variant. And you see there, a little risque cover for an Archie comic. But yeah, had to pick this up. This series has been phenomenal, and it's so good. I like all the covers. I'm picking up the second print variants when I can find them on sale and things. So this is definitely going into the collection. I was really happy for that. Alright, this next book, I'm really happy to see this picking back up. This is FBP #9. Was really good. A little confusing with the story, but I like it. I like being confused. I don't like being able to figure out everything that's going on, like that. I like to be surprised and like to be guessing, and this story has got me doing that, so I'm going to keep picking this up. And the artwork is, I'm sure a lot of people don't like the artwork. On another title I probably wouldn't, but it fits this title. It's a really different style, so I like it. I like things that are different and unique, and this is definitely that. So I recommend picking up FBP if you can. Another title that's been really, really good so far. Not action oriented, but it's very intriguing, and I think it's very fitting for the times that we live in. This is something that's right around the corner for us, I think. But Alex and Ada #5. I know several of you are reading this, and you feel the same way. It's a great book so far. If you like a story-driven title, this is it. It's really good, and I'm really, really interested to see where it's going to go from here. Next, Black Science #5. It's another title that is phenomenal right now. Art and writing are fantastic. It's another, alternate reality, different dimension kind of thing, which I really love. It's got that old B sci-fi movie feel, which is really cool. So definitely, I recommend picking this up. And yeah, this next title, this has become quickly one of my favorite titles, up there with Afterlife with Archie, which is probably it's probably my favorite title that's coming out right now. But The Bunker, issue #2, for some reason didn't get put in my pull box. Again, I don't know, maybe if I requested it to be on my pull list a little late. but I went ahead and got issue number 2 from Midtown, and they had, excuse me, these came from eBay. There was a guy who was selling issue number 1 and 2 first prints. I think I got them for 12 bucks for shipping, so I don't think that's bad. This is first printing of number 1 I've seen selling for 10-20 bucks by itself already, so went ahead and picked those up. I got a second printing of number 1, but number 2 is awesome. Pick this up if you like end of the world, post-apocalyptic kind of stories, and this even gives you the background. It's going to show you what happens, so I'm really liking that. It's been really cool so far. I can't wait for issue number 3, which should be on the way. I was definitely happy to find those at a good price. I know issue number 2 first printing is already going up a little bit, so to get it basically at cover price. And this here, this last issue of the new stuff, this I rank with Afterlife with Archie. Probably my 2 favorite titles. This is so different from all other books. It's Rover Red Charlie. Again, I thank Howler Mouse for showing this off. When he started describing it's a post-apocalyptic world from the view of 3 dogs, it had me right there. So I started picking this up. This is issue number 5. This book is incredible. Pick it up, please. It's Garth Ennis, so you know it's a good read. And the art, I like the art from this Michael DiPasquale. Probably didn't pronounce that right, but it's really good. And it's so totally different from any other book I've ever read. It's great. These last 2 books, actually I got these at the flea market, but I didn't get them from a vendor. I was at my first flea market, and I'm looking through the quarter and dollar books, and I've already got my fat stack, and I'm you know, ringing up about to pay for them, and a guy comes in and he's asking the dude there if he's buying books. He's got some Silver Age books that he's trying to sell, and got the flea market. He has some Silver Age stuff, but when he does, you know, he has to get them pretty cheap because he sells them for $4, $5, $6 a piece at most. So he wasn't buying, but he actually said, you know, hey, if you're looking for anything, guys got Silver Age books. So I didn't feel bad. I walked out with the guy after I finished, you know, going through my stuff and paying, and looked through. He had a short box of some stuff, some Thor, some movie tie-ins from Dale and Golke, couple of Strange Tales, and some Nick Fury. Unfortunately, at least he was honest. The sticker on the cover, he had some that had some amateur color retouch. I'm not big on buying a modified book, whether it's professional or amateur. You know, if it's got a color spot that's missing, I'd rather just leave it missing. Have the book original. If there's a tear in it, don't tape it. Don't get it repaired. Just leave the tear in it. Sell it for a lower price. Somebody like me out there will take it. But I did find a couple of interesting issues that he had, and I talked him down a little bit. I got him, I think, a pretty good deal. Less than 20 bucks for these 2 issues. I picked up Marvel Superheroes number 20 with the great Indroppable. That was smart. At least it's bagged and boarded. This is a great Doctor Doom cover. He wanted 13. And like I said, I talked him down. It's in fairly good condition. VG Plus. Maybe fine minus. The surprising thing to me was being a square bound book that it was still pretty square. It doesn't have that smushed out look. The spine roll isn't really bad. It's a little bit at the top, but for one of these square bound books, that's excellent. One little spot at the top and bottom where the spine has got those little tears from being opened. The pages are off-white, but again, it's still a great cover. And the other issue I got was Brother Power the Geek #1. A very strange character from DC. This is in probably VG minus. It's got some spine wear on it, as you can see. Corners are still pretty good. There's some blunting. This bottom corner is a little soft, but it's not bent, not creased. There's no major creases on it. The worst thing is the spine. It's got a little spot here where the color's worn off. It's not torn, it's just worn. You know, some spine wear and some marker. But both the books for less than 20 bucks, so that's less than $10 a piece. Not too bad. Issues that I don't see all the time. Never seen a Brother Power the Geek #1 in the wild in any condition. He had 2 of them. The other one was in worse condition and he wanted more for it, so I picked the better condition with the lower price and still talked him down a little bit. You know, he had that I don't know whether the guy was telling the truth or not, but he had that same old sad story. You know, I'm been out of work, my bills are behind, I'm close to, you know, being kicked out of my house, and you know, all these problems and this and that. And I'm like, I feel you, man. We've all got problems. I hate it for you. I just, you know, I had to be honest with him. The condition they're in, I couldn't pay what he was asking, and with several of the other books having some amateur touch-up work done, I just wasn't interested in those at all. But these 2 I thought were pretty good picks for less than 10 bucks a piece. Let me know what you think. Maybe I paid too much even in this condition. I don't know. I think I did okay. But that'll be it. That's it for me this weekend. That's probably won't have another video for a couple weeks. Got a couple of trades going. We got to take care of those, and saving my money for a couple of cons. I've already got some time off from work set aside, and I am bound and determined to make it to South Carolina to the SC Comic Con Ferengi's been talking about. It's a smaller con. He's helping them, you know, a little bit with putting it together. So and they got some good guests, Lou Ferrigno and Vendetti, writer, I forget his first name, who wrote The Flash and stuff like that. And some other people are going to be there. So I got some money set aside for that, time off, and so that'll be fun. So yep. So that's my new books for this week, and 2 other little things I found over the weekend, and that'll do it. You guys, I appreciate it once again, especially if you have stuck through and watched all 4 videos. And that will be it. My next hauls will be a lot smaller. It'll be pretty much all quarter books from now on until I get through with going to these conventions. And yep, that'll do it. Everybody take care. Thanks again. Keep watching videos. I try to keep up with everybody's, but I've noticed that I'm subscribed to so many people now that I'm getting sometimes you know, 50-60 videos in my feed a day, so I'm falling a little bit behind. So some of you guys out there, if you notice I'm not commenting, especially if you're doing newer books and it's like mostly Marvel and DC, sometimes I don't know what to comment about. I don't read the books, so I can't really discuss anything that happens in the books. I do try to watch and give you guys a like, so at least there's that. So if you notice I'm not making as many comments as usual, it's just there's so many videos coming through now. I'm trying to keep up with them, as I'm sure everybody is. As we're all in this together, that's what makes it fun. So thanks again, everybody. Y'all have, hope the weekend has been great. This is Sunday when I'm recording this, so hopefully I'll get this up in the next day or so. Won't be too far behind. And hopefully everybody's week will go great, and next weekend can have some time off to read some books and go search for some other ones that you don't have. So until next time, everybody take care. Keep reading those books. Thanks a lot.